Welcome to this video. My name is Frederick, and in this video, I want to break down exactly how I would make $10,000 a month if I had to start all over again with the one cheat code in mind that I would have all the knowledge that I have now from running my businesses full time for the past 2 years. The past 12 months, my businesses has done more than $1 million in revenue in both my coaching business, my growth stack agency, and also the high ticket creative agency that I'm a partner in. So this video is just going to be a raw, complete breakdown of the 4 steps that I think is the most essential steps if you want to make it as a business owner. Because this is not going to be easy. If you think this is a quick fix video where I'm going to break down some trading or like a crypto scheme or like whatever it is, then you might as well leave the video. If you're looking for a quick fix solution, this is not for you. If, on the other hand, you are a person that wants to learn an actual skill that provides value to this world and to your clients. And if you're a person who wants to work extremely hard to make $10,000 a month, well, then you've come to the right place. Because I think the most important thing for me to stress, first of all, is that $10,000 a month is a lot of money. Like, you have been triggered kind of by social media and all these videos to think that $10,000 is actually easy, or like 10K a month here. Like, people are throwing around this 10K word like it's the easiest thing in the world. Everyone can make 10K. No, if everybody could make 10K, then everybody would do it. So it's very important for me to start off the video this way so that I make sure it's the right people that watch this video. And also, now that we have the right people here, only 7 or 8% of you will actually finish this video. And out of 7 to 8 of you that will actually finish the video, there will maybe be 1% of you that will actually take these 4 steps, put them into real life actions, and then you'll probably make 10K. Not next month or in 2 months, but in 6, 7, or 8 months from now, you will harvest the fruits from the seeds that you've planted. Okay, so that's very important for me to stress. So let's get into the 4 steps. The very first step that I would say has been the most important thing for me throughout my entire business journey, whether it was taking my businesses to 10K, 20K, 50K, or even 100K a month, has been that you need to become the person and the business owner that is worthy of making that amount of money every single month. So what I want you to do, because if you're watching this video, you're not making 10K, but your dream and your goal is, of course, to hit 10K and then scale from there. But as of now, you're not making that amount of money. And there's a ton of things that you can do, but the first thing that I would start to do is always try to become the person that is worthy of it. So what I want you to do is that I want you to go out and then I want you to analyze and look at the behavior of the people that you look up to. And then I want you to analyze them, not what they're doing in their business, but I want you to look at them as the person that they are. So look at when they wake up. What do they spend their time on? What are they really good at? When do they go to bed? What do they eat? What do they spend their time on? Which qualities do they have? What kind of behavior do they have? And then I want you to take all of that data and all of that knowledge and then just start copying it and doing it yourself. One of the most powerful tricks that you can kind of like trick your mind into is like start acting like the person who makes 10K, and then suddenly the money will come. Of course, the money will not come out of thin air. You need to put the work in, and of course also apply the behavior that you have taken from these people that you look up to, and then combine it with some other stuff that I'm going to tell you in this video, which is high income skills and these things, and also how to identify a high income skill, and also how to identify which market to go into. So it's very important that you flip your mindset and start acting like the person that is worthy of actually making that amount of money. Because you have to understand that it is a competition. There are so many people who wants to make 10K a month, but not everyone can do it. So it's only the best people that's going to win. If you played football or if you played a sport throughout your life, you also knew that the people who trained the most, the people who put in the work, the people that went to bed and got the most amount of sleep, the people that trained, rested, and performed the best, was also the people that made it to the first team or made it professionally. And I want you to look at business the exact same way. You cannot reach 10K a month with a mediocre input. You have to start acting like the person that is worthy of making 10K. So when you have like your behavior in place, when you have the person that you want to be in place, when you're doing these right things, then it's time to combine it with a skill and with a skill set so that you can actually bring value, so that you can solve problems, so that you can get paid money. The thing that I'm going to be explaining throughout here is, of course, my own journey, which is running an agency. So an agency is a model where you sell a service, where you sell your knowledge, and people pay you for your time and the problems that you solve within their businesses with your knowledge and service. Okay, so it's a service-based agency, very simple. And the first thing isn't to go out and learn a high-income skill. First, very, very important, is something I teach all of my students, is that you need to make sure that you've done your market research, and if you know that if there is product market fit. It is very, very important. Product market fit basically means that are your target audience, so the people that you want to help, are they willing and able to pay for your product or service? This is very, very essential, because you have to understand that in a service-based business, there is a few components that is very, very important. You deliver your time and you deliver a service, and there are some people who want to pay you $1,000 for that, and then there's a completely other target group of people who wants to pay you $5,000 for that. It's the exact same thing you do. It's the exact same time and effort and knowledge and service that you deliver, but based on your target audience, based on the problem you solve, based on your clients, your target audience's foundation and their goals and their problems, you can get paid 5, 10, 20x more by working with this group of people instead of this group of people. So I want you to go out and then find a group of people, find an audience who has money to pay, of course, for your time and service, who has problems, and you have to identify how you can be beneficial to this business. And the way that I see value and to be beneficial to someone is if you can remove pain. We as humans are way more driven by not losing than actually winning. It's called loss aversion. Try to look it up after the video, maybe, but it's basically just that we are more driven and passionate about not losing instead of the pleasure that we get from winning. Which means that, yeah, setting goals in your business and for yourself is pretty cool, but maybe put yourself out there, tell your entire family and your friends, and post on your social media that you're running a business, because that pain of failing with your online business, that because everyone knows that you're running it, is actually what's going to drive you more than the 10K. So that's just a little side note. It's just pain, because you have to understand, in a service-based business, you have to go out and remove pain from a business owner with your time or knowledge, and then they will pay you to remove the pain. So, for example, what I do is that for my clients, their main pain point is that they don't know how to use social media to attract clients. I work with coaches and consultants, people that are really, really good at what they do. So they want to coach, they want to teach their clients the things that they do, whatever. And the thing that they don't know how is how to get clients on autopilot through social media. So they have a very big pain point inside of their business, which means that they don't know how to get clients. So I come in and I solve that problem by implementing the framework that I've done for multiple clients and for myself and throughout my agency. And then I implement this service, my time, my knowledge, my service, and then they pay me because I come in and I solve a problem. They get their biggest problem solved, so of course they pay me a good amount of money. That is just how business works. I also have people inside of my business that I pay money because they solve problems for me, and that is just how the world goes around. So to summarize, make sure to be a person that acts and behaves like they are worthy of making 10K a month. Then you want to go out and identify the market and see where can you help people? How can you bring value to businesses? And when you've done exactly that, then you know what high income skill that you want to pursue. Because that is the next point. You have to be a person that masters a high income skill. A high income skill is also very, very fluffy. Like, I've seen a ton of YouTube videos like top high income skills, learn this. This is the new next big golden thing. And when you ask me, like, a high income skill is just, it can be literally anything, but there is a few criteria that takes place inside of a high income skill. Usually it has something to do with either sales or marketing, because marketing is the way that typically the world goes around with sales and money. You know, like if it's a web shop, they have a marketing department that takes care of bringing sales to the brand. If you're a coach, you also do XYZ in order to get clients inside of your business. So if you can master the skill of bringing clients to the table, well, then you're pretty far ahead. And if you can then combine the marketing with something that is trendy, such as social media, it can be content. There's a lot of trendy things, like, for example, YouTube as well. If you can, like, take something that has become very popular over the last few years, combine it with the skills of marketing, which is generating clients, generating money, bringing revenue to the table, then that is very, very good. A second thing that I also see as a high income skill is just communication. Communication overall is basically our entire life. How good are you at talking, listening, and also just overall just communicating? Because that is basically just what kind of like it's the foundation of your life. Like if you're really good at communicating, you'll get a really, really good job with a good salary because you know how to negotiate and you know how to put yourself in the right spot in order to land that job. It is also how good you are with, let's say, dating, friends, relationships. Everything in life is communication. And if you can apply that into a high income skill, which would be sales, again, marketing, then you're also pretty, like you're pretty far. Like then you have a good skill set. So be really, really good at communicating, be really, really good at marketing, identify how you can take these two things and then put it into a market and a target audience where there is a product market fit, and then act like the person who deserves to make 10K, then you're pretty far. Okay? Because now you kind of have the criteria in place. You're acting like the person who deserves it. You have a target audience and a group of people that you know exactly what they struggle with and how you can help them with the high income skill that you've learned. So start learning high income skills. It can be content creation, it can be paid ads, client acquisition, lead generation, emails, how to build websites, how to structure funnels, how to be really, really good at sales, how to bring money to the table. Like find something that you as a person are naturally good at and passionate about, and combine that with something that can bring money, or something that can alleviate pain or remove pain from businesses and their target audience. And that is kind of like the three main things. And then whenever you have set that in stone, then we kind of come to the last point, which is you have to be absolutely relentless in your priorities, your sacrifices, and your non-negotiables. Because I see a ton of people who have everything in place, but they simply just don't do the work for a long enough period of time. So what people do is that they plant a ton of seeds, they make a lot of progress, but then they either quit or stop before they can even harvest the fruits from the seeds that they've planted. So I want you to be relentless for a long enough period of time with everything that you do in life. If you're going to the gym, do it for a long time. Do it consistently, do it every single day. If you're running a business and you want to make 10K a month, well, understand that you're not going to make it next month or next month again, but understand that it takes time to become the person, to learn the skill set, and to build yourself a reputation in this world. So I want you to build non-negotiables. Non-negotiables are very simple. It is something that cannot be negotiated whether you should do it or not. You have to do it every single day of the week. And non-negotiable should always, in my opinion, be something that drives you towards your main goal. So what I want you to do is I want you to set a goal. Very simple. You're watching this video, your main goal is $10,000 a month. Don't focus on the 10K. Focus on becoming the person that makes 10K. And what would that person do that makes 10K a month if they want to scale their business? Well, then they need more clients, then they need more money. How do you get clients and money? You do outreach, you do sales related activities. So that is your first non negotiable. Make sure every single day when you wake up, you do a money making activity such as outreach, sales, booking in calls, outreaching to people, presenting yourself to the world, letting the world and your target audience know that you exist and what you can help them with. That is very, very important. Non-negotiable number two should always take care of yourself, to build yourself as a high level person. It is very simple when we meet someone who goes to the gym, who looks good, who are in good shape, who basically just like looks like a good person, like we automatically just respect them way more. So like do something for yourself. Go to the gym, go for a run, eat clean, and then you're basically good. Don't put too much pressure on yourself in the beginning with the non-negotiables. Just make sure that it is something that you can do every single day for a long enough period of time, and then just move the needle within your business. So get your non-negotiables straight, then get your priorities straight. I see a ton of people as well who wants to make 10K with their business, but they also want to go out with their friends every weekend. They also want to finish that study that they're doing, and then they need that part-time job to pay the rent. And yet they still want to run a business and make 10K. Again, this is a competition. You are competing against me. I work 10, 12 hours a day, and we're competing for the same clients. There is infinite clients out there, don't you worry, but that is just the mentality I want you to apply. That if you want something that is far greater than the normal person achieves, and also in this case makes per month, then you also have to do far greater things than the person who is average. So if you want to make 10K, which is way above average salary, then you also have to act like a person and do the things every single day and work as hard as that person. Very, very important. Don't set yourself up for failure. If you tell yourself and you expect yourself to make 10K within 6 months, next to a full-time study, next to a part-time job, next to you also playing football 3 or 4 times a week, then you're setting yourself up to be a failure, not a success, because it's unrealistic. You can do it, and people have done it, but it's a very few percentage that actually makes it with that tough schedule. So it's time for you to clean out in your priorities. And then this leads me to the last thing, which is sacrifices. Everything in this world who is great, who is successful, they've sacrificed a ton. Basically, the more you sacrifice, the greater you'll win, because that's just how it is. When you say no to some things, you say yes to some things. It's that's just how it is. It's Newton's third law. There's always an equal and opposite reaction of the choices that we make. So if you say yes to this business opportunity, you also say no to a ton of things. And if you say no to the business, then you say yes to a lot of other things, but then not the business. So start being conscious about where you spend your time, your energy, and your efforts, and make sure that you always have a realistic and actually like holistic, oh sorry, way of setting your goals and structuring your day. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how I would go out and make 10K a month if I had to start from scratch again. I would start to act and be the person who is worthy of making 10K a month in when I wake up, when I go to bed, what I eat, what I think, what I consume, what I read, what I do every single day with my time. And then when I had that in order, I would find a group of people or companies or whatever that has a main problem. And then I would learn a high income skill that could solve that problem. Then I would become really, really good at communication. And I would master sales. I would make sure to become a person that these companies and coaching businesses or whatever would actually work with. And in order for that to happen, I would make sure to have my non negotiables in order. I would have good priorities. And I would have a mindset of the fact that I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to get to 10K a month, if that is your ultimate goal. And that is very important. You can have everything in life, you can, but not all at once. And that is important to remember. Everything else is delusional, and don't be delusional. And that is it. That is it. Now it's just up to you. If you made it this far, congratulations. You're already top 5, 6% who had the focus and determination to watch through a 15-minute raw breakdown video of a random guy in Dubai talking about how you can make 10K. So good stuff. Now I want you to take all of these things and then apply it to the real world. Don't watch any more YouTube videos. And then that is it. If you want to start your own agency and get help from me and my team, then we actually guarantee you $5,000 a month with your agency within 180 days. And if you don't make $5,000 a month, then you get a full refund from every single dollar that you've ever paid us. That is how we work. So yeah, if you want to learn more about that, you can check out the description, and you can also check out my socials in the description as well. And then thank you for watching this video to the end. Drop some feedback below to what I can do better if you enjoy these raw videos. And other than that, thank you for watching the video. Leave a subscribe and a like, some feedback as I said, and then I'll just see you in the next video.